please.
I know. I missed you too.
Let her enjoy the moment. She's been visiting your door every morning for the past 300 years.
Oh, it must have been so hard on her.
Not just her. I suppose that's why I might have been a little curt before.
A little?
You already made the ultimate sacrifice once. Maybe I'm in no rush to see you do it again.
We do not choose our destiny.
But we can choose to duck.
First lesson you ever taught me.
And still the most important. Especially now that you have all these eyes on you.
I have noticed.
To these people, you are a being of myth and legend. A grand hero of old. And they're right. You are a hero. But I also know the battle that rages within your soul. It's not enough that you are a hero. You need to decide what type of hero you will be. I'm sure there will be plenty of opportunity for that in the days to come. For now, I would head to the forge. Our new guests are eager to show you something. This was a lot easier when it was just you and I beheading the Dark Legion as we traipsed through the woods.
Don't forget about Agatha.
I never could. Charlie was restless all night. I should have known something was wrong. We'll talk more later, but for now, Stark has requested your presence in the forge. I think he has another present for you. Hi, kiddo.
Next thing I know, the Sanctum is airborne and covered in slime. Heard you had a nightmare. In the words of Agami Ito, don't be afraid. Bad dreams are only dreams.
Now?
Think you can tell your friend inside there to turn it up a few hundred Kelvin?
I could. However, it might shatter the containment spell preventing him from incinerating this facility.
I think we're good. And just in time.
The forge has certainly changed.
Right. Caretaker said this all happened after your siesta. What spooky castle would be complete without its own Babylonian demon-powered furnace?
Sumerian fire demon. His name is Babs.
Oh, now it all makes sense. Well, once you get past the esoteric terror of the situation, I've found this thing actually has some uses. Molecular bonding, breaking down evil gamma serums, fashion accessorizing.
Yes, speaking of...
Oh, right. It's ready.
Your armor seemed to offer minimal protection against the venom creature.
I noticed.
Yeah, I thought you could use an upgrade.
Well hammered. Well fired. Caretaker did not mention that you two were such skilled smithies.
Yep. I am Iron Smithy.
Perhaps you should just try it on. Still think it could have used a cloak.
Stylish?
Hunter, your new I know it's easy to look upon me.
You mean if...
I assure you, Hunter, I do not. Your awakening ritual was admittedly a touch more...
You lost much...
I appreciate that, Hunter. And you're right. I, for one, do... I still can't believe what transpired. With all my resources, all...
Lilith's power...
Your words are a... It's not just the sun, but I am...
That...
Unfortunately, yes. In the simplest of terms. He's something of a fixture in New York.
My mother has a...
Yes, and in this case, I happen to be the direct victim.
Tell me about your Sanctum's ward.
In your time, I'm sure you... The Sanctum Sanctorum.
And no...
There's always a first for everything. Perhaps it was arrogance on my part, but Lilith...
How did Wanda...
Wanda's story is... There was an accident on the Abbey grounds.
That...
Agatha had been teaching Wanda, hoping she would... As their training progressed, eventually...
Let us...
Visit whenever...
I hate to admit it, but somehow this ancient forge puts any arc react... Who would have thought mystically bound demon power would be so damn energy efficient? Certainly got that new suit of yours done a lot faster than...
It is...
Anytime. I tried to make this version a little less palatable. It was this close to making it... The tools are just one part of the equation. You were out. I'm betting you have questions. Impact-resistant carbon composites, some patent-pending alloy mesh, and a few touches from... And hey, the built-in communicator means we can talk to each other without sending a raven.
I thought...
So did Venom. I think he's still picking a few...
Is all...
It might surprise some people to hear. Isotope decay, magnetic fields, and gamma oscillation make a lot more sense to me. At least they did before. Well, I wouldn't take it personally. We were detecting changes in both. But yeah, things have...
See...
What, other than my room? But on a more serious note, this place is legitimate magic.
Was...
Actually, yes. It just poofed in neck. Cute little thing.
What?
Oh, that's right. Basically, we've got a gigantic demon inside the magic box here that provides near limitless power for whatever we might need. Sounds insane, but...
I am...
From where you're standing, I doubt I'll be branding one of these with the Stark Industry. Well, just... Pops was a founding member of the military-industrial complex. Mom. Tragedy struck when I lost them both in a car crash, which turned out to be a... I spent my early teens at MIT, trying to clear my head. Then one day, fortune shined on me. And so I did what anybody in that situation would do.
I guess we have...
Yeah, no kidding. Just kidding. Anytime. Remember that creepy gamma goop you found? If you have a minute, meet me at the anvil over there. Now, I doubt advanced gamma thermodynamics was a hot topic at ye old demon hunting school, so I'm just gonna give you the condensed version.
I appreciate that.
Closest I've ever seen to this substance is pumping through Bruce's veins. Part gamma accelerant, part unknown element. Calling it coil for now, given its unique atomic structure. Man. Ooh, new coil. Let's get to work. You're welcome, Hunter.
Hunter, when you have a minute, come meet me in the yard.
What is this? Intriguing. Interesting. That is something.
You're looking well, Hunter.
Fascinating.
Welcome to the yard. At least that's what we're calling it these days. Caretaker put me in charge of your training. Now that we know what we're... Any questions? Right when it's time to train?
Everyone loves you when you are dead. Tell me, does...
She didn't describe you as a snark. All right.
Tell me...
All right.
Do you have any...
I think we're the only ones aware, and I think we're pretty... Speaking of training... Of course you do.
What
Nothing.
I'm not asking you to...
Fine. What?
What?
Keeps to herself.
That is it.
She's a private person.
When did...
At her own pace. Anybody?
Tell me...
She's the youngest.
Why...
She's usually right, and she keeps us on track.
What...
And not anyone else.
What about...
He's exactly what he seems. He's open with people. Easygoing. He's quick to make friends, and once he... Who?
Tell...
Well, there are a few people I tolerate. Sarah, I respect. I'd follow her to hell. I'm surprised that you're surprised. You know who? Sure.
Why
Guess I never found the right.
Is that...
No, but that's all I... If I trust...
Can I... What?
Caretaker. About 10 years ago, she brought me...
Did she...
She said she thought I'd be able to kill more vampires if I... She gave me safe haven here at the Abbey. So when she reached out and asked...
How did...
You say that like I had a choice.
How is that?
A vampire bit my mother. Don't know if that's how it all... Is your name...
Yeah.
Oh, really? Your mom, before she became...
That is how...
It takes all... No.
What is...
It's...
Is...
No, the hunter. But
You do not...
Not yet.
How long have you been...
I don't exactly know. I think much of the last century was a blur.
What
I killed a lot of vampires. I hadn't lost... Not until...
And...
She... Back again. We've got plenty of tricks for old dogs. No excuses here. See you around. Hunter.
Like the way you move out there, Hunter. Guess Dr. Strange picked the right supernatural demon hunter to resurrect. I'm Carol. Carol Danvers, but... Kidding. Carol's fine. Just thought I'd throw a bone to the Avengers PR team. Not gonna lie, going a few rounds in vampire... Well, not so much fish as that ginormous... True, if only a man-eating alien demon monster... Strange, Caretaker, and the rest of the funky bunch can try and magic their way through that shield all they want. As in Hydra. Steve's always said they aren't much for talking. Let's just say that I'm willing to unleash the power... You'll see. Find me in the war room when you're finished here. Welcome.
First we crawl, then we stumble.
Nothing is certain these days.
Ow. The gamma signature is completely inverted. The daughter nuclei are being reabsorbed into the parent nuclei, which is impossible.
If the gamma signature from the Sanctum is really that unique, Bruce, then couldn't we just...
Sorry, still working out a few gremlins in the system.
Try sunlight, and whatever you do, avoid water.
Oh, wait, you're being serious?
We should be able to track this new gamma signature to its source then, right? I'd do it myself, but we seem to be having a little IT trouble today.
Please. Old Central here is ready to grind through that data like chum.
What exactly is a central?
CENTRAL. Cognitive encryption, net transmogrification. We'll figure it out later.
Sending coordinates now. Hope your gremlins enjoy gamma spectroscopy.
Well, he's been a little moody lately, ever since, the problem with the big old green guy.
I heard that.
Banner can't turn into the Hulk? Not sure if we should be frightened or relieved.
That makes two of us.
Oh, hey. Come on. Happens to everyone. Well, okay, not everyone.
Nice work, Bruce.
I know that place. Creepy abandoned warehouse in the bad guy part of town.
My favorite kind. Anybody up for paying it a visit?
Definitely.
Aw, see that? Teamwork goosebumps.
Find me when you're ready.
Multi-million-dollar piece of experimental technology, and she kicks it.
It was just recently that the Hudson...
Different portal to a different location.
Gamma signatures and unstable isotopes aren't really in my wheelhouse, so we'll be patching Dr. Banner through from Avengers Tower once you reach the other side.
Probably can scratch abandoned off the description of this place. You seeing this, Bruce? Getting all sorts of weird down there.
Johann Fenhoff. That hack. I heard he was dead. Well, hoped is perhaps the more accurate description.
Calls himself Faustus now. Hydra's resident mad scientist.
Not just Hydras. Liliths. That's magic coming from those crates. I can feel it.
Yeah? How about gamma radiation? You feeling that too? Because that's some pretty evil-looking Hydra tech down there.
Gamma and magic.
I need you to use your science brain on this one, Bruce.
We need to approach this situation carefully. Combining those energies is an explosive proposition at best. Think scalpel, not hammer. Stealth, not strength.
Yeah, I don't do stealth.
Kill them.
I always considered Faustus a bit of a crackpot, but his fundamental science must be sound. The device would have surely exploded otherwise after your display, Carol.
Learned it by watching you, Bruce.
I'm on. Give the mother my regards in hell. Exactly what I needed.
This has your name on it!
Forever in service.
You're gonna regret that.
Hardly a scratch.
They're almost here! Hold position!
I've never been one to buy into the science of magic, but the data I'm seeing is hard to ignore. There are more things in heaven and earth, Horatio.
You know you're talking to a vampire, an alien hybrid, and a resurrected demon hunter, right? time.
Leave some for the rest of us.
I think you got him.
Elaborate service.
We've got company.
Is it possible he somehow stabilized the rate of decay within the particles themselves? How else could he be achieving such a high yield?
I don't know, Bruce. I'll be sure to ask him when we're done punching out the bad guys.
That's one hell of a move.
You are lucky to still be breathing. I am impressed. Now that was something.
You asked for it. You kissed the mother with that mouth?
Go, now, quickly!
Let's go, go, go!
The perfect opportunity to field test Mother's device.
Watch out! For the record, Bruce, I did not smash that thing.
Noted, Carol. Perhaps you might direct all that energy towards your newfound adversaries instead. And the mysterious cargo they're attempting to escape with?
A moon now?
Feeling strong today.
I am going to get you for this.
That's still not gonna be enough.
I have spotted enemy reinforcements.
We are immovable.
Preliminary analysis of the blast confirms high levels of gamma and various unknown energies.
Unknown to you. There is dark magic at work here. We must not let Hydra escape. The advantage is mine.
Watch close. Your mother.
Maybe you do not realize the trouble you are in, friend.
Hydra is in control of the situation.
Luckily, I'm a glutton for punishment.
What is happening?
I am Aurora.
crystal clear. We won't be able to recreate Faustus's experiment or track potential future variants' gamma signatures without a baseline resonance sample from his initial occult catalyst.
Got it. Stop the truck.
More games.
I think they can arrest you for that in New York, Blade.
Hostile unit on the move.
Watch and learn.
That's a neat trick.
The battlefield is ours.
Lilith must really want me out of the picture.
Get my head on straight.
Support units on the move. No one will touch you.
These delays can be quite frustrating. Infuriating, even. I suppose by now I'd normally be tromping through the warehouse hurling the puny truck at the moon.
Don't worry, Bruce. I've got a pair of torn purple pants with your name on them.
Let's do this. It sounds to me like they just missed their mama. Don't blink. These fanatics are always the same. Playtime's over.
They cannot possibly match your strength.
Time to get...
You do not have to show off for me, Blade.
More of them dropping in.
I may require aid here.
One less thing to worry about. Approximately 16,342 more to go. I suggest starting with the remaining Hydra forces in your vicinity.
It's about time.
centuries ago. Was that truly your best?
Regroup at position Tango.
Might need a hand here.
You were too weak for this fight.
We've done it!
What is this thing?
Bad guy crate. Full of bad guy stuff.
I know those symbols from the time of the first hunt. That glyph means barrier, that one almighty. Something, something, gods and demons.
So a spooky bad guy crate.
Very spooky. Designed to contain powerful magic. Be careful.
Got it. Don't cross the streams.
Never do. How about we get this thing back to the Abbey and see for ourselves? Nice job out there, kid. I mean, I didn't get Hydra bombed until my 10th run with the Avengers.
Kid? You do know that I'm a good 3 centuries older than you, right?
Then you've got a lot of catching up to do.
Okay, Abbey tournament tonight.
Sure about that? Last one got a little heated.
The eternal spirits of vengeance take technical fouls very seriously, especially in the fourth quarter.
Forget it. Tonight is movie night.
It is always movie night.
Exactly.
Wow, out of jail again? Who made this game? Wilson Fisk?
Well, if parking is free, clearly no one from Manhattan.
You know what they say? All work and no play is how we ended up with Ultron. Come on. You should hang out.
I should rest. Another time. Let me see. How did this work again?
You answered. Getting hard to keep finding ways to say open door around here. And despite what Robbie says, I don't think the staff of One speaks High Elven. Blood magic stuff. Cool room. Spacious. Aw, is that bed for Charlie?
Yes.
So, if you're planning on giving me some sort of brooding code of the stoic warrior speech, I'm immune. Just ask later, Magic. From what I just saw out there, whatever crazy ancient living weapons stuff Caretaker put you through back in the day did a real number on you. We got a lot of work to do.
Work?
Yeah, talking to people, making friends, basic human stuff. Or quasi-human. You're a Midnight Sun now. One of us.
Nico, I was just hydrobombed. I could use some rest.
You and me both. Been bad dreams every night for me lately. I keep seeing Wanda. She... Never mind.
I will meet you outside.
Yes! I'll go nuke us some popcorn and you pick out a movie. Oh, and it may just be the two of us. The others went outside, needed to cool off. Really need to hang a fan over that forge. Or maybe crack open the casket of Ancient Wonders a little? Something tells me you don't have a favorite movie. Well, we can start you out with one of my favorites. I know this entire situation's gotta suck for you. Not just the whole resurrected. I get why facing Lilith won't be easy. I was 15 when I found out my mother was capital E evil.
Sorry to hear.
It was bad, but I learned to deal with it. Look, I'm glad my mother is gone, but yeah, at times I just want to hear her voice again. Some days I'd give anything to make that happen. Makes me hate her even.
Lilith gave birth.
Right, so... So, the first thing you need to know, the glowing briefcase, I won't forget it. So, what...
I understand.
How? You've been dead for 3 centuries?
I'm not... I dream...
Of what?
Of everything.
That's not creepy.
No, I...
You're up to date.
Just...
You're...
I had some...
The Runaways?
Were you all heroes who banded together?
No, we were normal kids. First, our parents were supervillains who sacrificed children to evil gods. Second, each of us had some sort of...
What did you do?
We ran, but eventually we realized only the... You know, typical kid stuff.
Who?
At first, Chase with his mad side. Gert had a telepathic link to Old Lace, genetically... And Alex, well...
Where...
Molly attends Xavier's School for Gifted Youngsters. Carolina left Earth to marry. After Gert passed, Chase... As for Alex, he chose...
I had some questions.
Sure. But first, the basics. The Staff of One...
If each magical...
Not really. I only use the staff's power. Like, you know.
I had some... Can you tell me how...
It's, blood magic, so my own blood is required to summon it.
What about the words you speak?
They come true. Kind of. And not always the way I expect. It's like making a... Good timing. Looks like Caretaker wants to speak with you, and...
I'm glad to see you using your free time productively. Looks like you're finding your way around. Maybe making some new friends.
I was planning on getting some rest.
Things are moving at a frantic pace. For all we know, I'll be
The world is still full of monsters.
You forgot heroes. The world is still full of heroes.
Agatha? Where?
I am sorry. I should have had this talk.
What?
Fierce. Or maybe just kind.
You do not have...
Thank you. But I do. And more so than anyone, you deserve... Agatha died in an accident caused by her protege, Wanda Maximoff, the Scarlet Witch. The Midnight Sun's latest recruit. Wanda's abilities were growing. Too quickly for my liking. Agatha was determined to help her control them.
Agatha was killed.
Yes, incinerated in an instant. Not even ash to remember her by. So I did what needed to be done. I sent Wanda away, to the Sanctum Sanctum. I know the others still harbor a great deal of resentment.
Wanda's powers were so...
I like to believe that. Especially... Wanda. I conjured a small shrine to Agatha's memory. You should pay your respects. Maybe you'll find what I... Good night, Hunter.
Agatha?
You always did, just like your mother's. Maybe that's why you're the first. To commune with the spirits, of course.
Is this a trick of...
No, it's no trick, dear. You're just the first to see me. By now you've heard I had a bit of... I actually find...
You are...
Always straight to the heart of things.
You seem strangely at ease.
After 1,000 years of living, you learn to take things in stride.
And what have you been doing all this time?
Meet me by the cave just over the...
The Blood Gate? Caretaker always told me to stay away.
I think we can safely lift the veil on a few more...
Hey, Charlie Warley puppy face.
Ominous-looking portal is known as a Blood Gate, and you're the only one among us who can pass through it.
Blood Gate? Caretaker's handiwork?
Yes, Sarah got a little overprotective after the accident with Wanda. It's become something of a habit for her.
I have noticed that.
What lies beyond is meant for you, as much as it ever was for her. Assuming you're up to the challenge, that is.
You know I am.
I do. But it's always polite to ask.
Ominous indeed.
Not what you were expecting, is it? There was a time when the blood stood within these celestial halls to prove their worth. This particular arena belongs to a goddess who often favored Sarah, Ashtor.
Sarah? Caretaker was here?
Nothing ever comes easy, dear.
The Elder Gods felt their descendants needed to earn their blessings, which is why they created these trials to begin with.
Trials? I should have known.
This entire realm exists for that purpose. Trial by combat, with no chance of outside interference.
And this is my challenge?
Yes, but I may have found a loophole they never considered. Why don't you try summoning your four-legged friend?
Charlie?
The old gods are responsible for a great many creations, including your faithful companion. I think even they tend to forget that. Good luck, dear. As the goddess of balance and order, Ashtor was sometimes called the giver of justice. You can expect a fair fight, or at least her idea of one.
You are too weak for this fight. I am impressed. Your mother abandons you. Now that was something. Leave some for the rest of us. They cannot possibly match your strength. I saw a move like that once, centuries ago. I will hold the line.
Compared to our girl, these hellhounds are nothing but mindless beasts. Don't hesitate to strike. They certainly won't.
Feel my call. Behold the light's gift. Once again, Lilith's servants fall. Return to your mother.
Good girl, Charlie. Oh, and you too, Hunter. You finished this trial, but don't worry. The other gods are waiting.